Are you managing your time well, or are there distractors negatively influencing you? Well, let's talk about that next on Higher Learning. Ecclesiastic chapter 8, verse 6 tells us, yes, there is a time and a way to deal with every situation, even when a person's troubles are on the rise. And I believe one of the main causes of that trouble is the devil himself. You see, Satan is a time thief. He wants to rob you of the time you spend with God. He is a time manipulator. He wants to divert your time with God. And he wants to use what time he has stolen and what times he has diverted so that he can help you change your mind about God. One of the things I've learned about time is that time is valuable, it is precious, and it waits for no one. So, how we spend our time is a critical element of our very existence. Do we take advantage of the time we have to be productive, or are we just wasting our time? Do we make excuses about why we don't have time? Or do we learn how to properly manage our time? How many times has time gotten away from you? You turn around and you realize that the time you thought you had is now gone. Sometimes you try to get ahead of time, but time is fluid, and trying to wrap your arms around it can be a challenge. So that means we must glance over the devil's playbook and learn how to take back our time. As I said, Satan is a time thief, and every opportunity he has to steal our time, he will. He looks for opportunities to steal your peace and fill it with fear and anxiety. But God provides a perfect peace that has the power to eliminate fear and anxiety. But if Satan can divert our attention to focus on the worries of this world, then our focus on God is hampered. We become so concerned we forget to use our time to pray. The devil wants to use his time of destruction to have you question God's presence, his power, and his purpose for your life. Because if he can put any amount of doubt in your way, then that is time wasted worrying about our God who never changes. His power, his presence, and his purpose for our lives is never ending. We must recognize the manipulation of the devil and start depending on the God who never fails. One of the best ways I've learned how to deal with the devil is to spend quality time in worship. And I'm not just talking about in church, but everywhere. I listen to Christian music while I'm driving, and it helps me not to waste my time yelling at the driver for cutting me off. I spend time praying to the Father. I spend more time meditating on His Word, and I spend more time doing the work He has asked me to do. I thank God when I am at the store and the last milk is on the shelf waiting for me, so I don't have to waste time going back to the store. And when my time is purposely directed towards Him, it leaves little time for the devil. So find the necessary time to connect with God. And once you find it, hold on to it because it will be the most perfect time spent. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.